really excited to see his development. He is a very tall, lengthy corner, so I'm really excited to see what he can do in his sophomore season, as his freshman season was very, very promising. But here's our first game, our first real competitive game here, and we got South Dakota versus Florida State, and we all knew how this was going to go. It's going to be a big shootout because Florida State took their undefeated season away from them. So we're going to see back-to-back big plays for each team, and huge drive, which ended up getting intercepted by Westbrook off of a pitch play. This is exactly why he's going to be a first-round talent, because he watches film. He's ready. He breaks down the play. See how he didn't try to go for the pitch man like he's supposed to by the book? He saw what was going to happen, and he jumped in front of that ball, and he went and got the score. So what looked like to be an equalizer ended up being an interception touchdown, and now they finally get some points on the board for themselves. So now it's 14-7, and Dobbs making havoc on back-to-back plays here, pretty much getting the offense out of the ruts that you had seen there, second and long twice, and he ended up getting both first downs. Turpin making a nice move after a nice block from the other receiver, making it 21-7. But you can't stop Cahill, man. Cahill is someone who I've really been rooting for as of this far. He fumbles. Oh my goodness, he fumbles. And the lineman picks it up and goes for more yards. Pretty lucky break if you are Florida State. And Mechie making nice moves going to the red zone, and Cahill ends up scoring. So what I was going to say before I got interrupted by Stamper's fumble, Cahill has been someone who's been overshadowed by Avils and a bunch of other big name Florida State receivers. But now, oh my goodness, Dobbs is making people miss, and he goes 28-14. Oh my goodness. And he's going to throw it up to who? Cahill, and he doesn't get it. Huge breakup, and they end up scoring 35-14. So will I ever finish what I'm saying? I don't know. We're going to find out after this throw. Cahill, what I was saying, Cahill, man, Cahill's been, oh my goodness, they fumbled too. This is insane game. I don't know what is happening here, but as I was saying, Cahill has been overshadowed by a lot of these great receivers from Florida State, but I think it's his time now. And even though they lose, huge win for South Dakota to get the get back in this game where it matters, and really impressed with how they played on both sides of the ball. But Cahill, man, really great prospect. Even if he goes undrafted, I would assume someone would pick him up in training camp or some type of notion like that, because he is so special, and he has really developed into a great receiver into his later years. And first score goes to South Dakota here. A very big drive after the stop from South Dakota. And you know what? Pasadena needs to lock in. They need to do what they need to do. And on 2nd and 1, huge run from Rudolph, who was the starting running back last year, but Ebner took it this year. So great run by the backup. And Marcus Holloway sees a wide open Donahue, just like always, takes it in for an easy equalizer. So now we're going to see Jalil Varga, who has had a lot of big aspirations in the draft. He's projected as a 6th round, but he could go earlier than that. There's a lot of teams that need quarterback help, like the Packers, as they traded away Jordan Love for some O-line help. And oh my goodness, Ebner making people miss, and he goes to the end zone, making their lead for the first time in this game. And Killings makes a very, very rookie decision going for the short instead of covering the deep. But I do get his responsibility is the short. I mean, that safety needs to crash down on that corner route, and I don't know why he didn't. And Delonte Copper making people get thrown off of them, as Westbrook, who rarely misses tackles, gets thrown off there. Very impressive by Delonte Copper, and he ends up scoring again. So, or he ends up making another play again. That was our first score. Here we go with Dobbs, though, near midfield, and Dobbs again. Oh my goodness, Dobbs is just carrying this whole drive here, as he's been such an inspiring prospect. And Turpin, you can't let him get outside of you, because he has those jets, turns it up on him, and he ends up scoring to equalize the game 21-21. Donahue making people miss. That's a mismatch, man. You can't have a linebacker on Donahue. You got to have a safety. Even if you don't want to go into those nickel sets or dime sets, you got to have somebody a little bit quicker. And a huge run from Marcus Holloway there. So, you know, we're really coming towards the end of this game, and Jalil trying to keep up with this high-powered offense of Pasadena. And, you know, going into this, I thought Pasadena was going to be the one trying to catch up to South Dakota's offense, but it looks like they're trying to catch up to Pasadena. And Donahue is the main reason why that is so hard for Jalil Varga, is because he's pretty insane prospect, but you know, he finds Turpin on a nice ball, nice level 3 ball over the top of the safety, making it easy for the receiver to catch it. But Bruce Brooks, who has been quiet all game, finally makes a person miss, and he hurdles. Oh my goodness, he hurdles and he ends up scoring back-to-back plays. So a person who's been quiet all game finds a way in the clutch scenarios to get another score. And interception by Bourne, and I think this is all but over, as Bourne pretty much read that route step for step there. And Ebner ends this game winning the second round of the playoffs, I believe, or third round of the playoffs. So it's looking like Pasadena is going to go all the way to the Natty as the first ever playoffs for Marcus Holloway. Ends up being an absolute banger. And now it's just pretty much easy as it gets. I mean, OSU, I don't understand how they got here, but maybe it was an easy bracket on the other side. But now it's just going to be a Marcus Holloway highlight reel as we see him tear up OSU. I mean, Pasadena got the luxury of getting the bye and then facing the winner of the Florida State versus South Dakota game. And now it's just going to be a highlight reel of who can get the most points out here. I mean, it is insane. We have Bruce Brooks cooking out here. We have Donahue, who has been such a great outlet for this rookie quarterback, and I think Donahue is really going to set his name up in this game. I mean, oh my goodness, going up head topping people. I think he's really going to try to make his name known into the draft prospects, trying to get a little bit more recognition by other teams there. And I think, you know, it was a great season for this Pasadena team as a whole. I mean, the defense created big strides without their veteran linebackers. I think the D-line and DBs really came up to play, even though the DBs were mainly freshman prospects. And I think that they played very well for a team that had a lot of seniors leaving. Obviously, the offense was a little bit more older, except for the quarterback position there. So I know it made it pretty easy plug and play for Marcus Holloway. So it's interesting to see if Marcus Holloway can still produce when his seniors do leave. And obviously, there will be a lot of them leaving. But I'm very excited for Donahue and the people who get drafted for this Pasadena team. And I'm really proud that we finally get a ring. Finally. Because we had been dry for 3 years or 2 years, and we finally make it back to the Natty. And I'm very, very grateful for this team. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. It was a short one because it is the playoffs, and San Jose State didn't make it. So obviously it makes it a little bit more of a shorter video. And now we're going to go ahead and start with the Madden videos with the Madden franchise. So stay tuned for that. The draft is going to come, and you know, all the first earlier weeks are going to come in the next episode of this channel. So please stay tuned for the next one. Please like and subscribe if you made it this far. It really helps out the channel. You know, it tells me that you guys want to keep watching this type of content. And besides that, thank you for watching and have a blessed day.